How to Win Friends and Influence People is one of those books that every person should read. Some of the best quotes from How to Win Friends and Influence People that charts a path for you to find more success with people, and as a direct result, more eventual success in life, author Dale Carnegie. If there is any one secret of success, it lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as from your own. The resentment that criticism engenders can demoralize employees, family members and friends, and still not correct the situation that has been condemned. Any fool can criticize, condemn, and complain, and most fools do. When we are dealing with people, let us remember we are not dealing with creatures of logic. We are dealing with creatures of emotion, creatures bristling with prejudices and motivated by pride and vanity. Instead of condemning people, let's try to understand them. Let's try to figure out why they do what they do. That's a lot more profitable and intriguing than criticism, and it breeds sympathy, tolerance and kindness. To know all is to forgive all. A person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important sound in any language. The world is full of people who are grabbing and self-seeking. So the rare individual who unselfishly tries to serve others has an enormous advantage. Give honest, sincere appreciation. Be hearty in your approbation and lavish in your praise. And people will cherish our words and treasure them and repeat them over a lifetime, repeat them years after you have forgotten them. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming genuinely interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. Talk to someone about themselves and they'll listen for hours. If we want to make friends, let's put ourselves out to do things for other people, things that require time, energy, unselfishness and thoughtfulness. Remember that other people may be totally wrong. But they don't think so. Don't condemn them. Any fool can do that. Try to understand them. Only wise, tolerant, exceptional people even try to do that. 3/4 of the people you will ever meet are hungering and thirsting for sympathy. Give it to them, and they will love you. Every man I meet is my superior in some way. In that, I learn of him. The only way I can get you to do anything is by giving you what you want. Pay less attention to what men say. Just watch what they do. There is only one way to get the best of an argument, and that is to avoid it. It raises one above the herd and gives one a feeling of nobility and exaltation to admit one's mistakes. All men have fears, but the brave put down their fears and go forward. To be interesting, be interested. The only way to influence people is to talk in terms of what the other person wants. Your smile is a messenger of your goodwill. Your smile brightens the lives of all who see it. The ability to remember names is almost as important in business and social contacts as it is in politics. Every act you have ever performed since the day you were born was performed because you wanted something. If out of reading this book you get just one thing, an increased tendency to think always in terms of other people's point of view, and see things from their angle, if you get that one thing out of this book, it may easily prove to be one of the building blocks of your career. Be wiser than other people if you can, but do not tell them so. Remember what Lincoln said, "A drop of honey catches more flies than a gallon of gall." It took me years and cost me countless thousands of dollars in lost business before I finally learned that it doesn't pay to argue, that it is much more profitable and much more interesting to look at things from the other person's viewpoint and try to get that person saying, "Yes, yes." I discovered, quite by accident, how richly it sometimes pays to let the other person do the talking. Only knowledge that is used sticks in your mind. Every successful person loves the game. The chance to prove his worth, to excel, to win. Happiness doesn't depend on any external conditions, it is governed by our mental attitude. By fighting you never get enough, but by yielding you get more than you expected. Actions speak louder than words, and a smile says, "I like you. You make me happy. I am glad to see you." Don't be afraid of enemies who attack you. Be afraid of the friends who flatter you. Anyone who takes the time to disagree with you is interested in the same things you are. Think of them as people who really want to help you and you turn your opponents into friends. We are interested in others when they are interested in us. The only way on earth to influence other people is to talk about what they want and show them how to get it. It isn't what you have or who you are or where you are or what you are doing that makes you happy or unhappy. It is what you think about it. Abilities wither under criticism, they blossom under encouragement. Author by Dale Carnegie. Thanks for watching. Like video and subscribe the channel.